Okay, so the topic we talk about actually giving to share today was beyond tech grow, and high pay, no code skills you can learn in 2 weeks. So let me start by saying this, right? We are living in a different reality. So the advent of AI has actually disrupted a lot of things in the tech industry, not just in the tech industry, also across other productive domains we actually have in different industries, right? And that is a big shift, right? It's actually a big shift because a lot of jobs are now being done by AI, right? A lot of jobs, right, are not being done by. There was a particular young man I actually met on Twitter, and before the advent of AI, so let me just say, before the new reality which hit the industry, not just in the industry, but the world, the global world, last year, with the introduction of cloud code, Opus 4.5, and the one by ChatGPT, which was the Codex, the 5.2. Before then, he actually consults with, so he runs a consulting firm, and he pays subscription fee so for all of his business workflows at about approximately $2,000 per month. And after the event of this new reality, right, that amount has been reduced drastically to approximately $200 per month. And he actually did all of this by AI, which is the prompt engineer we know today, which actually disrupted what we actually have today. So, and that goes a long way to actually portray one important thing, is that this new reality has actually come to stay. AI is no longer the future. AI is now. AI is here. AI is the reality. And so we'll just do a bit of a mental model so that we can actually prepare ourselves in building a high-paying low-code skills in less than 2 weeks. And what I will share with you are things that are pragmatic. There are things you can actually learn. You can self-coach yourself into doing some of those things, some of those tools. And once you implement those particular steps or those particular mental models, you can actually scale whatever it is you are doing. Mind you, I know we have those who are students here. If you are students, you can be show of hand. You can actually use the emoji in the section. So in the section, if you are a student here, if you are not tech, this is actually a good opportunity for you. Or maybe because you don't know what goes on in the tech industry, so you're trying to see how can I actually leverage on this particular skills to grow. I mean, this is a good opportunity for you as well, because it is a no-code skill. Now, there's one particular thing I want us to know here, is that no-code skills does not necessarily mean low quality codes, right? That's not what it means. That is not what low skills is. And the word tech bro is outdated. I mean, we know that, we actually know that by now, that the word tech bro is actually outdated, right? Yeah, it's actually outdated. And there's a powerful language I want you to understand. before now, right? If you know programming language like TypeScript or JavaScript, or if you know programming like language like Java or Python, I mean, you are the best of the best in terms of getting a high-paying job in the tech industry, right? But like I said, we are living in the reality now. And what that simply means is that the new powerful programming language is not JavaScript, it's not TypeScript, it's not C++, it's not C++, it's not even C, it's not even C sharp. I mean, for those who are coders, it's not even Python. It's not even that particular PHP that you know and you brag about. It's not it, right? The most important and powerful programming language right now, as it stands right now, is actually English language, right? Is English language. Being able to use, being able to communicate properly or clearly with AI is actually the most powerful and significant programming language we have right now on the surface of the earth. Right, so it is important that I mean, we've moved in that from that era of tech boom quote, so I have another language which is called English language, and which is very, very important. Very, very important. So there's a few thoughts I want to share with us as we dive and as we go into this journey. Okay, so for my introduction here, we have no code is about how business actually build solutions without traditional code, without you coding, how you can actually build solutions, right? And that is with the help of English language, being able to prompt, being able to use prompts on your ChatGPT, being able to use prompts or whatever AI platform you actually have available right now, right? So it is actually changing the dynamics of things. But before I go into the technical skills, I mean, not really technical skills in quotes, but there's some mental models we need to have. And this is actually important because this actually will direct the way we actually do things, and how we can also get to that level of having a high paying skills. So it is important that we actually learn this mental model. So number one mental model is that you must have this as a mental model, right? The first one is daily income-based momentum, right? And once you have this mental model, there is something it does to you, right? And what it does to you is that it actually sets a signal. The way you see things changes, and the way you approach things changes. And I want you to know this, and this is important. Companies like Spotify, for instance, now, I hear one of their directors came out to say that their best engineers have not coded since December last year, 2025. Have not touched code. Their best engineers have not actually touched code since December 2025. That tells you that something is actually happening, right? Like I said, the most powerful programming language is English language. So that actually opens up an opportunity for us that we need to start learning some skills. And what are the skills we need to start learning? One of those skills we need to start learning right now is using prompt engineering or prompt response on AI. The second is video editing. We have social media, we have graphics. Now, if you look at all of these skills that I've mentioned, I want you to know that AI, you can actually use AI to disrupt a lot of things in the market. Companies are not looking for who can code the most. What companies are actually looking for are people who can use tools to build solutions faster, reliably, right, and with speed. That's what companies are looking for right now. That is what the individuals are looking for right now. If you can automate what they do, right, they are ready to, irrespective of the skills you have. So you must bring to the table problem-solving skills, right? Like I said earlier, that it is no longer the technical skills that matters anyway in this game. It is not the soft skills, right? Your communication skills, your creative skills, your cognitive skills, your problem-solving skills. So having all this in the table is actually important in this new reality we are living in right now. Right? It is so important. It is so important. You know. So that is one mental model we should have. So this mental model, permit me, is not on the slide. I just want us to just have this before I jump deeply into what we have on the slide. So that is one mental model we should have. The second mental model we should have is that people with money pay faster because they value time. Right? So people with money are looking for people who can actually build solutions faster. They are looking for business owners, content creators, even SMEs of businesses are actually looking for people who can actually solve problems. Right? Solving problem for people who are already earning. Solving problems for business owners. Solving problems for content creators. Solving problems for SMEs. These are the people that they are looking for, right? Businesses, owners, SMEs, companies are looking for those people. Because people only pay for what they value, right? Because value will always follow the money. When you deliver good value, you are paid for it. So companies are actually looking for people who can actually solve real problems. And mind you, you must be solving real problems for people who are already earning. Right? And that is one mental model we should have. The second mental model we should have is about building something that repeats. Right? Don't just hustle. Build systems. Build something that works, something that repeats itself, right? A digital product, an automated services, an online business, a team, whatever repeats itself. Build something around it. Let your skill be around that particular system. That's the third mental model we should have. Right? So when your income depends on your time, you get stuck. But when your income depends on a system that works, then money scales. Right? So it scales. Another fourth model we should have, mental model we should have, I'm trying to speak so I can actually go straight to the slide we have. So another thing, mental model we should have is we need to change our role, right? We need to change our role. Or you will stay the same person. Change your environment, or you will stay the same, you'll be the same person. So everyone around us, if everyone around us is complaining or is wasting time, you should not. You should be heading in different directions, right? And that is why this particular webinar is actually set up. So join communities, like the SkillRise we have here, that talks about opportunities, that talks about ideas, that talks about growth. Right? Because you never rise alone. Just like what the just look at is, we never walk alone, right? So we don't live in silos, we don't live as individuals, we live in a system, right? So that is important that we join communities, we build in teams, not just inside, not just as an individual. Why that is very, very, very important as we actually journey into this high-paying skills, no-code skills. It's actually important, right? So now, which one are you fixing right now? Any of the four mental models I've just mentioned. So which one are you doing right now? Are you learning to build a high-income skill? Are you learning to build system? Are you changing your environment? Or are you executing consistently? Right? So we need to make sure that we have this mental model when learning high-paying skills. Right? Are we there? Are we following? Are we together? Can anyone hear me? I'm just speaking to myself. Can anyone hear me, please? Okay, so fantastic. Right. So we need to make sure that we have these four mental models. If we really want to transition, or if we really want to scale into a high-paying skills, right? Now, so down to what we have in the slide. Now, I want you to know, we are talking about no code. Now, like I said earlier on, no code does not simply mean low quality code, right? It just simply means that we are finding another way of actually building solution. That's what it means. We'll find a perfect way of actually building solution, right? So whatever thing you are learning, whatever it is you are learning, you can use no code to actually change the things you do. Now, let me give you an instance. Before now, right, for you to actually build a digital product, either in the form of a website or an application, it will take you like 3 to 4 months to actually build that, even with a team of 5 engineers. But as it stands right now, with the new reality we're actually living right now, you can build this in 2 weeks or even less, right? What you just need to do is to get that skill. What is that skill? Like I said, the most powerful skill is the English language. That's the most powerful skills at the moment. That's the new reality we are living in, right? So with these new powerful skills, you can actually build a website, an end-to-end website. You can actually build an application. You can even automate workflows, right? With just no code, without writing any code at all, but using non-code tools to actually build the solutions. Right, so let's look at one of the no-code tools. Here's the next slide. Okay, the next slide, we'll talk about this. So the next one. Okay, fantastic. So one of the things you must understand in aspect of no code. No code actually talks about building softwares, right? Talks about building systems, talks about automation workflows, right? And these are done without writing any code at all. And one of the benefits of even having a no code skills, one, it saves time, right? It increases speed. You know, your scale of delivery just skyrockets. So what used to take 3 months is now being done in 2 weeks or less, right? And businesses are looking for solutions like that, right? They're looking for solutions like that. Okay. Another thing is that it reduces dev costs. I mean, for developers, right? The rate at which they charge for building a website or for building a mobile app drastically reduces as a result of these no-code skills, which AI, which has actually pushed the frontiers of what we're actually doing right now. So it has now reduced the cost of development. Right? So that's what we have today. Another thing is that it actually makes the business owner understand the results, right? The business owner can actually understand the results. So one skill we should know as regarding a high-paying code skills to learn fast. One skill, the skill one. In the next slide. Good. So the next slide is WordPress. Right. So WordPress is a no-code. You don't need to know how to code to learn WordPress. I mean, even today we have people who actually building websites, landing pages, conversion pages by WordPress. With just WordPress, you can actually build in less than 2 days. You can actually churn out a website using WordPress, right? Workflow is also a good example of skill you can actually learn. And there are tutorials you can actually learn this skill. In less than a day, you can actually learn workflow because these are visual drag and drop builders. You don't need to know what happens in the back end. You don't need to know all of those technology that goes on in the front end and the back end. These are friendly tools you can actually use to actually build a landing pages. You can use to actually build websites, right? So we have Framer, we have Webflow, we have WordPress. With this, you can actually build a website in a day, right? So you just need to learn the tools very well and how to use them, because these are visual drag and drop builders you can actually use. And so the fastest way to actually build with Webflow or with WordPress or with Framer is you learn and you do, right? If you are just watching tutorials, it will take a longer time, right? So the fastest way is you learn and you practice it, right? What you know and you practice, you understand. Okay, so if you don't practice it, you cannot understand what you are learning. So it should be at the back of our mind once we are learning tools like WordPress, tools like Webflow, tools like Framer. We actually need to practice it, right? So you have to know how to use WordPress to actually build some of these landing pages, and there are free tools. There are free templates, on the internet you can actually use to build with WordPress. If time permits, I would share some of those free templates with the organizer, the presenter, Mr. Isaac, so that you can actually get access to these templates. For an NGO, for small and medium enterprise company, whatever it is, for individuals, high-brand individuals, you want to build quality websites. There are templates all around the internet you can actually use to actually build this particular solutions to them. And it is something you can actually do within at most a day, right? So you can actually use that to build classic modern websites and landing pages within a day. Okay, so that is so those are the few tools you can actually use to build landing pages. Please, the next slide. Okay, so now there's something called automation. I mean, like I said, we are living in a new reality, and businesses are looking for automation. What can make their work easier? What can make their work faster, right? And these are the tools that can actually help with automation workflow. For instance, you're looking for how do I build an AI chatbot that lives on WhatsApp. These are tools you can actually use, right? I've used tools like N8 and N8N. Zapier is also another good tools you can actually use to build automation workflow. So these are end-to-end tools, right? From the beginning to the end. So they are end-to-end, right? So you're looking for, so how can I automate my workflow in the workplace? So what are the tools I can actually use to actually build? So what are the tools I can actually use to actually build some of this? So these are the fantastic tools you can actually use to build automation workflow. Maybe for instance now you want to, for every email you send, you want to get an auto response, or for every form your clients fill, you want to get an auto response. Please say she can't see my slide. Isaac, please, is my slide is up, but can anybody see my slide?
Yes, the slide is on. Most likely, I think a network or something.
Okay, fantastic. So I think, please, you need to check on your network. But the slide is actually up. Oh, okay, great. So these are actually tools you can actually use to build automation. Now, automation is important because that actually makes work easier, right? So that's why it's called a workflow efficiency, right? So it makes your work easier. You want to automate paper workflow in your workplace. You want to automate whatever it is you want to automate in your workplace. A practical example now is, for instance, is like I said, the AI chatbot. So how do I do that? How do I go about that? Remember, I'm here in Nigeria, somebody in the US, different time zones, and I want the automation to respond to users, to respond to users' feedback, whatever query the user is trying to ask. So how do I automate what I do to respond to users? So this is a very good tool you can actually use to build that, right? With N8N, you can actually use that to build a complete. Now you can even include AI agents, right? With N8N. The same across Zapier. With Zapier, too, you can also do the same. But it's just that with Zapier, it is actually automated. Automated in the sense that it is a visual builder. So you just need to just connect the dots, just like we have in diagram flow, whereby you, in your diagram, you try to connect from step 1 to step 2 to step 3, step 3 to step 4, then down to the final step. So they actually helps in automating repetitive tasks. And that's why these tools are very, very important. And they actually help with that. Just to share more light with this, because I worked on an AI chatbot, and I said, let me just try this out. And I was able to use Google Sheets. So I did something, right. I built an AI chatbot that lives on WhatsApp. What are the tools I use? Very simple. I use Google Sheets. I use AppScript. AppScript are tools by Google. I also use WhatsApp Business, like WhatsApp Business API key. Now, these are just the three tools I actually use, and I can guarantee you that in less than 24 hours, I was able to build an AI chatbot. Right? So you can ask the AI, for instance, you can ask the AI, hello, just a simple chat with hello, then it displays hello back, then dynamically with your name, then it gives you lists. So it includes a conversational chatbot as well as an FAQ. So it gives you a list of options. You can actually ask questions by selecting numbers from 0 to 9. Then you can also have a conversational chatbot. Now, at some point with that particular chatbot, there are some questions you can ask the chatbot and it will give a default answer. And that is because there was no AI agent included in the steps that I followed while doing that particular AI chatbot. I just wanted to test sometimes regarding having it on WhatsApp, on WhatsApp platform, how it feels like, what are the feedback, what are the responses you get from real life users. So we're just testing some different flows, and in less than 24 hours, I have that already, right? So that's why I said with automation tools like this, you can actually build a complete end-to-end repetitive manual task. Maybe there are paperwork in your office, maybe you work in logistics, maybe you work in a law firm. There are things you can actually automate, because the truth is, companies are now ready to employ people who can use AI, because AI will now automate every task, even down to sending emails. We even had that today, so with an OpenClaw. I don't know if you've heard of OpenClaw. They built Notebook. These are social media for AI agents, right? So a lot of disruption is actually going on, and it is actually important that we jump right in, learn this particular tools so that we can actually solve real concrete business problems, for business owners as well as for other individuals. Please, next slide. Okay, so these are other tools you can actually as well use for mobile app. We have Bubble, we have Glade. Even today, there's even Lovable, right? I don't know if you heard of Lovable. How many of us have heard of Lovable? Lovable is a full stack Lovable. Okay, fantastic. So Lovable is actually a full stack um, web web and mobile platform, right? And what those guys have actually done, they've actually disrupted front-end designs developers, right? So if you're a front-end developer on this platform or you're a front-end engineer on this platform, don't say I will not use AI, right? So learn how to use AI and learn how to turn out um, um, unique and modern aesthetic front-end UI in minutes or in days. So it doesn't take weeks or doesn't take months, right? So learn, collab. So they are called AI coding assistants, right? So they are not coming here to take your job. So you need to learn how to use them and you build complete solution with it faster, better, and with more efficiency, right? Now, okay, so yeah, so these are the tools we can actually use to build. So with the advent and with the launch of Cloud Opus 4.6 and the Chat GPT 5.3 codex, let me be sincere with us. What that simply means for builders right now, not for coders, because right now the word coders actually is going out of line. This is the new reality, right? Like I said earlier, Spotify, the last time their best engineer or their engineering department actually touched coding was in December 2025. And NVIDIA also came up with the same article. Yes, I read from the article that said the engineers have stopped coding. They now use AI for their enterprise code base, right? So they use AI to automate, to build, as well as to ship products faster, right? So we don't need to fight AI. We just need to learn how it works, because AI doesn't work like Google. Like you're trying to type, okay, and Google, what am I looking for? No, 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 no. So you have to treat AI as your junior, right? And one of the ways people who are not coders, who have actually gone with this is that they've actually learned from AI and they instruct AI, right? So you can actually do that. Right? So you learn from AI, then use those skills you learn from AI to build solutions that can actually help businesses grow faster or scale better. Okay. The next and then and you can actually use this. I just want to give a use case, right? You can actually use this for those who are in the marketing. I mean, this is actually a good solution for you, right? Maybe you're trying to you build a form, you want to collect emails of users, you want to collect Google Sheets. So there are things you can do with that. Even with emails you receive from users, you can actually send an automated email response, right, to your user just to get feedback from them, right? You can also do sales automation. You can do invoice automation. So there are a lot of things you can actually, and businesses, agencies are really, they are waiting to pay you, right? You just need to know how to use this particular tools, because right now we've gone past that level of, you need to code sales landing page, you need to code. We've gone past that, right? What we're actually learning right now, how to use these tools to actually build solutions, scalable solutions for businesses, So what you are trying to do is that you're trying to help businesses to eliminate manual work, right? And that is actually important. Or even you've looked deep in your organization and you are seeing their internal structures needs to be automated. I mean, that is one area you can actually jump right there and learn one of these no-code skills and automate those solutions, right? So you can actually use that to build solutions. Maybe it's booking systems, client portals, or you are creating directories or marketplace, or you are a startup, you want to into startup, these tools, you can actually do this by yourself, right? You can actually do this by yourself. So instead of you spending an amount of money to give developers, you can actually learn how this works. Just have a basic understanding of how the front end or what front end is all about. You can ask her about that, learn what back end is all about, learn what database or emails is all about. And you can actually use this particular knowledge you actually learned to actually build a workable solutions for your client or for your businesses. I remember what I said. Businesses are looking for problem solvers, right? We've gone past that phase whereby they just look on the. We've gone past that phase whereby we just look on the aspect of, okay, how do I do this? How do I build a solution rather by by actually giving out the, maybe it is a product brief, to engineers. You can actually create a code prompt, right? Even right now, okay, let me even share some practical things right now. At the moment, I don't know how many of us uses Cloud Code, or you use Cloud by Anthropic Cloud here. And anybody in the house? Can anybody hear me? So you use Cloudy, or you use ChatGPT, right? Now there's something called skills.ng. I mean, you can actually build a markdown on skills, right? So what that simply does for you is that anytime you want to churn out, maybe it's a software pilot you want to churn out, maybe it's a marketing automation you want to churn out, with that skill markdown, you can write all of the prompts that you want it to do for you from the beginning to the end to end, right? Just with that skill MD, right? So once you have that skill.md, which is the markdown files, and you upload it on either your Cloudy Code or you upload it on your ChatGPT or your Codex, what it does for you is that it builds those solutions without you typing anything. All you just need to do is just orchestrate it, right? Just put a direction, how you want it to respond, how you want it to actually be, and you can test it on the go, right? You can actually test it on the go, and that is what Love does for you. You can actually test your product, and that is what it is. Garbage in, garbage out, right? So what you put is what you get. So you can actually test all of those things, and which is very, very, very important. Now, the last skill I'll talk about before I try to draw this particular web to a close is AI no code builder, and this is very, very important. Yes, in my talk, I've actually shared light as regarding some of the templates or some of the things here. So we have ChatGPT workflow. Now, this is important, right? Now, I didn't mention of skill.ng because this is very, very important, because this was an information released by Anthropic, same with ChatGPT, right? So with skill.ng, you can actually use this across different AI platforms. So it is not specific to just Cloud Code or Cloudy, or it's not specific to just ChatGPT, right? You can actually use this across any AI platform that is out there. So you can actually use it to build. So, okay, the reason why I'm saying this is because I actually did a hands-on. So what I did was that, I was asking ChatGPT. So these are my questions to ChatGPT, right? Because I actually wanted to know how it works, right? So I used prompt. To actually build an agent runtime, right? Now this agent runtime is like having a clone of ChatGPT, right? So I use ChatGPT to actually build ChatGPT. Okay, so I just build I just wanted to understand what the agent runtime is all about, understand. I don't want to use big language here, but something like deep learning, machine learning, just to understand how it works, what are their workflows, and I was able to build three products, right? It is an MVP product. So I wanted to build a product. The first one was a vibe coding. I was able to build a vibe coding with that. I was able to build a CLI. These are command line interface prompts that actually is used in a terminal for those who are coders. So we have something called terminal on your system, on your computer. Right? So I was able to build just with prompts. So like I said, the most powerful programming language we have right now is actually the English language. So you just need to understand how prompt engineering actually works, right? So it is not staying as asking questions on Google. Whether you type, no, you need to understand how it works. And one of the ways you can actually understand how this actually works is that you need to read articles from this AI platforms, from Anthropic as well as from ChatGPT, OpenAI, so that you understand. And they have tutorials. They have tutorials on how to use prompts on their platforms. And these are fantastic ways you can actually build solutions, because it is actually important that we come into this, because companies are actually looking for how to automate their business workflows, right? They are looking for how to build their systems, either internally or externally. So they are looking for ways how to reach clients or how to reach users. So you need to understand how this works, and you need to know how to prompt on AI platforms to actually get these solutions ready for businesses. Right, so you can actually use this to build, and one of the ways you need to do this is start with an MVP, right? Don't look for a comprehensive prompt. No, just understand, have a problem-solving skills of that particular thing you're looking at, right? Maybe in your workplace, maybe for businesses, you see a problem. Just understand and get those particular prompts in English. Then after you've done that on this AI platform, then sit down, understand the workflow end to end, then pitch that particular solution. So like I said earlier, a mental model. So pitch that solution to a business owner who is already earning money but needs automation, right? Because they pay faster, right? So yes, please, the next slide. So just to wrap up what we've been saying so far, here's the next slide. So just to wrap up what we've been saying so far. So no-code skills offer a powerful entry point into tech, either for beginners or for advanced individuals or professionals. So it enables the creation of websites, automation, apps, and AI system. So with focused practice, like I said, it is not just enough to know, you need to practice, because what you know, you learn, but when you practice, you understand. Okay, so it is not just enough to know, it is not just enough to say, oh, I attend this webinar. You have to get your hands dirty. And how to get your hands dirty? By making sure that you practice what you heard, by making sure that you go all out there to get the relevant skills. On how to use this particular AI to solve problems, and as well as to provide solutions for businesses. Like I said, you can actually make this happen in 2 weeks or less. Thank you very much.